Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. Today's video is going to be about the LA Colors matte lipsticks. I recently discovered these at my local Dollar General. I honestly don't know how new these are. These are very new to me though, and I'm really excited about them. The day that I went, there were two brands that they had just put out. They had just put out some really brand new cool displays of matte lipsticks. LA Colors was one of them, and then they had another brand that typically only carries nail polishes and that sort of thing. And then they, I guess, have moved into matte lipsticks. That brand was $3 a pop, and LA Colors is $1.50. So I chose LA Colors over the other brand, not only for the price, but because everything that I've gotten from LA Colors, I have consistently been really happy with. So if you guys saw my other video like a month ago or so, I reviewed the the newest line of their lip glosses, the high shine lip glosses, and I was so excited about those. And so just based on my experience with LA Colors, I had more faith in them, so I wanted to give them a try. What I can say about these is that I really do like them. I'm going to kind of tell you what my impressions are about how they're packaged, the quality of the formulation, how they wear, and all of that stuff. But before I do that, I'm going to do what I know everyone probably tunes in for, and that is swatches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch the colors that I purchased on my hands and on my lips so you guys can see how they look on someone of my skin tone. And just so you know, my lighting is a little off. It's nighttime. I don't have fancy lighting yet. I'm working on that. But I am about an NC 44. In the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, I am currently wearing caramel beige. So I'm kind of a neutral, slightly yellow toned brown skin girl. So anyway, that's my skin tone, if that helps at all, to give you guys a sense of if this will kind of look similarly on you. But at any rate, I bought only 3 colors, but they have several colors. They have some really nude colors, some pinks, some lilacs, they've got some fuchsias, they've got reds, and all of that. I do plan on going back and getting a neutral and a red. But for now, I got the purple because this reminded me a lot of Milani's Matte Glam, which I was going to purchase, but I kept like deciding not to. So when I saw this one that looked just like it for $1.50, I snagged it. This one is called Entice. And like I said, this one is very similar to that kind of pinky purple, very vibrant purple, kind of like the MAC Heroine. Then I also purchased this one called Mad Love, and this one is like sort of like a fuchsia. And then this one is more of a true pink. This is Enchant. Okay, so I'm going to swatch these and then I'll talk about the packaging and whatnot. So this first one that I'm swatching is Enchant. Then I'm going to swatch, you know what, actually I think I'll put this one in the middle so that you guys can really see the differences in the pinks that I have. So the one I just put on my hand, I'll show you in a second, is Entice. And then this last one is going to be called Mad Love. So those are the colors there, if you can see those. Okay, so that first one is Enchant. Is that right? Let me just double check. Yeah, this one is Enchant. This one is Entice. Enchant, Entice, and Mad Love. So there you have those. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and swatch these on my lips. And as I'm swatching them, I will kind of tell you what I think about them. And the very last thing I'm going to talk about is the packaging, because to me, that's what people are probably the least concerned with. So I'm going to start with the lightest color and go to the deepest. So I'm going to start with Enchant, which is this one. And the only criticism, really guys, the only criticism I have of this is the criticism I have of most of the lower end lipsticks, like Wet n Wild is a classic one that falls into that category. And my complaint is that for some really weird reason, the lipstick sticks out of the container and you can't roll it all the way down. So you end up nicking your lipsticks, losing half of the freaking lipstick. And I really don't understand what the big deal is. Is it really that expensive to have another 1/4 inch of plastic added to this? I mean, is that completely out of the question? Because if we're at that point and things are that bad, then things are worse off than I realize. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and swatch this and stop rambling. Please don't give me thumbs down. Okay, so that color is called Enchant. And I really like this color. These go on fairly smoothly for a matte lipstick. Now I'm going to make a comparison just so you guys can kind of see why I like these. I don't know if you guys remember when Jordana came out with their matte lipsticks. They had some really nice colors. The complaint I had about those was one of them, the packaging. I almost lost every single cap off of every single one of those. And so they were in my drawer just getting all messy and gross, and I ended up not using them. That was one complaint. This is not the case. The lid on this actually does go on, and it does clamp down pretty securely. So if you can hear that, and you kind of have to kind of pull, so it has a little bit more security there. That was one of my complaints about Jordana. The other complaint is that their mattes pulled on your lips. Like as you were putting it on, it really pulled uncomfortably. This one does not do that. You know, one or two swipes and it goes on really smooth. The other thing I really like about this lipstick, and before I do the other swatch, I'm just going to mention this because it's really important. The Jordana and the Wet n Wild Mega Last are the two that I kind of compare this to. And I do have, or I thought I did. Where did it go? I had a Mega Last to kind of show you guys to compare. But the Mega Lasts, although they're matte, hold on, they're not as matte as these. So these, the Mega Last have a little bit of a sheen that you can see on them. And these are really a flat matte. I wore these, I've worn two of the colors so far. I've worn them all day long, and they're not gonna stain your lips. They're gonna transfer. They don't promise to be a long wearing kind of deal like a liquid lipstick. That's not what they are. They are a lipstick, but they are truly matte, and the wear time is at least, I'd say, 4 hours. Unless you're really eating a lot of stuff. I work in a job where I'm talking a lot. I'm in a lot of meetings, and the day I wore this, I had like 3 meetings, bam, 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 and this thing held up the whole entire time. So these have really good wear. They're true matte. They're a really nice flat matte, but they're not going to dry your lips out. But they are, in my opinion, more of a matte than even the Wet n Wild. So I really like that. So anyway, this color is Enchant. And although I like it on its own, for me, I would probably go in with some sort of a liner, probably like a magenta colored liner, which is how I wore it before. Okay, the next color I'm going to swatch is Mad Love. And this one is more of like it's a deeper pink. It's got some purple in it. It's more on the fuchsia side. So that one is Mad Love. And this one also looks nice with like a liner that's sort of in the family of Night Moth by MAC. So if you do something like that with this, if you wanted to kind of tone it down, that is going to be really nice. And that's actually how I've worn it in the past. So that one is Mad Love. Some things that I like about the packaging, I'll just continue my discussion about that. Is that you can see the color of the lipstick. It's a clear tube. They did their best to make this look sleek. It's okay, you know, I mean, it's a little cheapy, but I don't really care about that. I'm more concerned about the actual lipstick itself. You do appear to get more than you would with a Wet n Wild. I'm not exactly sure of the grams and that sort of thing, but you get quite a bit of product. I'll show you again. So I would say you get as much as you would in a high-end lipstick. The color of the lipstick, they do, it's the same as what you see on the bottom, and the colors are actually pretty close. So the other thing I like about this is that they're sealed when you purchase them. So a lot of the lower end lipsticks, you can just take the cap off and access the lipstick, and you know, people are swatching. People may even be putting it on their lips, God forbid, but it happens. These have a nice secure plastic coating over them that you have to tear off when you purchase it, so that you know you're getting something that has not been tampered with. So I really do like that. Okay, this last one I'm going to swatch is Entice. and that is Entice. And I really like this one. It's a little toned down compared to Max Heroin, but I like that because Heroin can be a little in your face for me, and for me that just doesn't always work for what I do for a living. So I do feel like I could wear this. This is also another one that you could go in with something like a Night Moth liner or a Palladio Black Cherry, whatever kind of burgundy-ish liner you like to use, and that'll definitely give this a little bit of more of a finished look. So all in all, I really love these. I am gonna go and get more. These are fabulous. I wish the packaging were a little better. I wish they would stop having the lipstick hang out on top of the plastic container, but I don't know why that is. I wish someone would explain that to me. That'd be great to know. But at any rate, it still doesn't affect how I feel about the lipstick overall. I give them a 9 out of 10. So if you guys can find these in your local store, go for them. They're $1.50 a pop. And in my opinion, given the price and the quality, you really can't beat it. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully this wasn't too long. Forgive me if it was, but I just really wanted to tell you everything I could possibly think about with these. So stay tuned for my other videos. Stay prayed up, have faith, and God bless. Bye.